Listen. Slavery is tolerable now because they give us money. People are, oh no, how can it be slavery if they're paying us? Without understanding they created the money, they created the system. They are not on the same field as us. They don't have to work for money because they created it. Just like creators who make video games, they can create any character they want and give them all the cool stuff and money, and they can pick and choose which person in IRL that they want to allow to do that with their character also. While we're stuck grinding to get money and cool stuff in the game, it's a distraction, because imagine if there wasn't money and they like go to work, build my world that I want, run my system that I want. We wouldn't. We like, what the fuck? Why? We got food, water, shelter, etc. Whatever, y'all wouldn't be doing it. Whatever, y'all wouldn't be doing it, bro. Yeah. Like, nobody, like, majority of motherfuckers, I mean, listen, like, I think everybody, or maybe just put it this way, majority of motherfuckers wouldn't be doing what they doing. And then, you know what I'm saying, if you would still be doing what you're doing, you wouldn't be doing it in the way that you're doing. Like, you wouldn't be allowing shit that you allowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit would be a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, once again, you know what I'm saying, this is just them, and what they want, and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I like the example of, like the game shit, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, if you don't play video games or whatever, it's like, the devs or whoever can fucking, create a fucking mob player in 2K, and they can just, I don't know how it's done, but either way, they can create a player, they can make it look exactly like them or whatever, and they could give them all the attributes, they can give them all the badges, they can get all the VC, and they can, you know what I'm saying, they can get whatever, you know what I'm saying, because they created it, they can, either know the people who coded or whatever, and who can give them that, or, they can give the direction to do that, and then they can say, oh, this person in the natural world, say is an NBA player, then they do the same thing with them, you know what I'm saying? So within the natural world, within the people who creating the money, creating the system, this and that, obviously it's working for them, and they get to choose how they want shit and how shit can benefit them, and you know what I'm saying? And they can pick and choose certain people within the natural world, how it can benefit them and give them certain stuff, and you know what I'm saying, like allow them to do this and that without having to, grind and do all this fucking work to get, whatever. Don't be sorry for being born into that family. If they criticize you for you, then let them know how you feel. If they continue, you know where they stand, vice versa. Yeah. Like I say, you feeling some, healthily communicate that, and I'm just like, I'm always like, just at least, try, you know what I'm saying, try to work it out, try to work with them, really express yourself, really let them know, you know what I'm saying, and then I'm just like, okay, you know what I'm saying, you did that, and there has to be a time and a limit, you know what I'm saying, and where you, look in the mirror, where you actually, feel what you're feeling and evaluate it, and like I gotta stop that, you know what I'm saying. They've showed me where they stand time and time again, you know what I'm saying, through so many situations, and I just, I can't keep trying to, make them care for me or see me in this certain way or blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you gotta break down that, just as far as, just what you've been building in your mind or been told or whatever of, you know, they're supposed to do this and that, or they're saying words and they're this and that, of, like, we care for you, blah, blah, blah. And then their actions, are doing what they're doing. And you can't take those certain moments of when, they were expressing, kindness or things of that nature and just use that, as your guide, regardless of what is. Parents say shit like, I'll do anything for you, I'll die for you, I'll lose an arm for you, then abuse us mentally and physically. Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they say these things, because it's convenient, because it paints them as, this type of person, who's there for you, who is caring for you, who is willing to go links for you, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, they tell them the story, they can try to, make it seem like, they're whatever words they're using to tell that story. But you can't get manipulated, and fall into that without action, even at the, beginning of, obviously where you're conscious enough or whatever, and, able to understand words and understand, what they're saying or this and that, what I'm saying? Even at the beginning, I gotta see action, what I'm saying? Because that should be your foundation, regardless of what words, regardless of what, previous shared experiences, what I'm saying? Your words mean nothing without action, within a sense and within that area of things. You know what I'm saying? And when it is getting tested and they are saying these things and you're feeling like, well, they weren't this time, they did this, or they're doing this and they keep doing this, you know what I'm saying? Then that's where it's, like I said, and you evaluate those things, but you just, aren't kind of connecting it, aren't quite, seeing it type shit. So it's like, you really gotta see like, oh no, like they trying to gaslight me, Cut them people off. Just because it's been years does not mean it's not toxic. Just because they're your family doesn't mean they don't treat you like shit. And you'll realize that. That isn't your family, because family doesn't treat you like that. Doesn't matter that you don't know life without them, because you're about to. And you just started the journey to loving yourself. So count this as a thing to celebrate. Because only you can truly help you. Be there. Because only you can truly help you. Be there for you 24/7. You only need you. Remember that. Be loyal. Loyal to what? Disrespect, abuse. Don't cut family off. They'll always have your back, right? I guess. That's why they abused me, because they thought I would never cut them off. They thought they could get away with that shit. Like, shut the fuck up. Everyone's situation is different, but blood, DNA don't mean shit. The only family I got is myself, because I'm the only person in my life who gives me unconditional care and support. Yeah, and it's like, it's once again, this prior shit, of others prior, relationships with people and situations, it's that, just saying words, of, the loyal shit of, they'll have your back, And when it comes to the action, Like, where is that at? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to be loyal to you, you know, but you not loyal to me in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You want me to, you know, feel that you got my back, you know what I'm saying, but you doing me wrong, you know, in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a fuck about, you know, the shit you doing for me or this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna try to disrespect me and treat me like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's horrible how they created like you know, they tell people, you know, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's fucked that we in those type of situations and are that vulnerable and are at that of a disadvantage and they have so much power, you know what I'm saying, that even if we do bite the hand that, you know what I'm saying, that they can take everything from us, that they can, you know, come down on us, that they can, you know, this and that. Like, nah, bro, we shouldn't be in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else shouldn't have, you know, that type of power over us like that. You know, like, you know, and that's, you know, that's a lot of people mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's why some people don't say this or don't do this or, you know, whatever the case may be. It's because they don't want to bite the hand that feeds them. You know what I'm saying? And shit shouldn't be working like that. Can't keep allowing everybody to mistreat you and just get away with it and just, you know, just keep kicking it and it's cool. Like, nah, like I don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. The fact that you don't even want to talk about it, the fact that you don't want to own up to it, you know what I'm saying? Apologize, try to this, nah. Like, the fact that y'all allowed it, the fact that, like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? There's so many people out in the world. There's so many, you know what I'm saying? There's so much pain coming from so many other places that I can't control to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Why would I allow, you know, pain to come from places that I, you know, can control? You know what I'm saying? Like, why I'm gonna keep allowing these relationships in my life? Why I'm gonna keep allowing these people to cause pain and make me feel ways that I don't want to feel just because they so and so. 15 different homes promised they'd keep him. And one day they say, nah, I don't want you anymore. And sell him basically like a slave, used him for money just like slave. Imagine tossing around a human and just leaving them time and time again. They're obviously hurting and are traumatized from that shit. Like trust issues are dug deep, and any sign that reminds them of those people who left will cause that person to panic and push whoever away. You know, this is how behaviors are formed and created, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, within people's mental. You know, these are from, you know, experiences, you know, like motherfuckers have been, you know, mistreated. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, all because of what? You know, to get them, you know, in a place where, you know, these so-called adults are supposed to raise them. Like, no, we can't just, you know, we shouldn't just be tossing a human around. We can't just give a human to whoever. Like I say, you know, what are the qualifications? You know what I'm saying? And like I say, what I'm saying, it can, all these abandoned buildings, some kids could be there or, whatever. But within a sense of this giving money shit, motherfucker, you want to adopt a kid, why is anybody paying you to adopt a kid? Like, what is happening? You know what I'm saying? Just within, like, let me talk to you. Like, obviously, yeah, this, and that. But, like, nah, let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Just within the extent, you know what I'm saying? You want to adopt a kid, through that type of system and that type of way. Government don't need to fucking pay you. You know what I'm saying? So they don't need to be getting no fucking money, and they need to, be able to support a child. Just like when you fucking have a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, the motherfuckers gotta fucking be able to support the child and pay the shit. Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Like, all this, government help shit and all this, like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Y'all created y'all lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And within what y'all created, listen, y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many jobs out here. There's too many ways to figure your shit out and sustainably and be sustainable financially. You know what I'm saying? To where you don't need, you know what I'm saying, any help as far as, government or, this and that. Like, it's just, there's too many things, there's too many ways, there's too, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta own up to where you put yourself at. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we was all, thrown into this shit, you know what I'm saying, in very different ways, you know what I'm saying? But, within the foundational of this money shit, like, most of us gotta, figure that shit out. It's tough, you know what I'm saying, just try to go macro about it, because it's so many different situations and people and what people were born into and the shit they were able to fall back on while figuring it out or blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? But, we can't keep pointing the finger, you know what I'm saying? We can't keep, blaming motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? We can't keep leaning on that little help that you getting where you not even still trying to go and figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Because you leaning on this little help, and then, you feeling some type of way when that little help deplenish a little bit, or when you feel you need more, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, they giving you that, you know what I'm saying, all right, but that's the, that's the bills, that's the food, that's the, you know what I'm saying, whatever. That's the fallback while you figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, too many people is trying to live off that and is living off that. And, like I said, y'all didn't create y'all lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? You got to take control. You got to, regardless where you at within a situation, you got to shape your mental. You know what I'm saying? You can't let what's around you influence you. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that you got to get you out. Slave foster. Like, I genuinely don't see a difference between slaves being traded and sold and the foster care system. Kids are a paycheck. They use them to do everything for them. Talk to them like shit, abuse them. And obviously there's great foster parents that treat those kids great. And there were great masters who treated slaves good for back during that time. Like, they have a whole bunch of kids, slaves waiting to get picked. Like, which one do I want? This one, that one? He'll be a good worker. She'll be nice. Like, no. Why do they get to choose? And what is the qualifications to be a foster parent? Because it needs to be changed. And ones who abuse the kids should be able to, and ones who abuse the kids should be able to be reported immediately by the kids and revoked. The whole system is once again fucked. And if everyone was doing for them, loving themselves, there wouldn't even be foster care, because kids wouldn't be abandoned by their parents because they love themselves so much that they wouldn't be able to look at themselves in the mirror knowing they did that. Yeah, I mean, like, this shit is a slave auction. Like, I don't know what we talking about here. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. I mean, you like really, because you don't know the fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? You going off of appearance. You going off of, you know, this one moment, and then, or a few moments, or, you know, whatever the process is, and then like, oh, yeah, we're gonna keep this foster kid. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take them and be with them all the fucking time. I don't, like, that's like, what? Like, there ain't no trials with this shit, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? It's like you go to, you know, a fucking dog pound or whatever, and then it's like, you know, you see which dog you want and what it looks like and what type of breed it is, or, you know, whatever. So they go into the foster, you know, care kids or whatever, and they see what, you know, the shade of their skin, the fucking type of hair that they have, the, you know, what do they talk like, what do they sound like, you know, like what are we talking about here, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they like, what can this kid do for me? You know what I'm saying? Most of them motherfuckers just power driven, and, you know, they want to get somebody to fucking control. You know what I'm saying? Because they should be grateful that they picked them. You should be grateful that I picked you. You know what I'm saying? And this and that. You know, be lucky you got a home, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't understand, like, just as far as like the other adoption shit of how kids cost money to buy. Like, what are we talking about here? You have to pay. Like, there's cheap, well, listen. There's kids you don't have to buy, and that you just have to go through a process and fill out paperwork, and, you know, and you get paid. And there's kids who you do have to buy, and then some are cheap and some are very expensive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some are cheap and some are very expensive. And it's like, you see what I'm like what am I talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like what? People literally have to buy kids. Oh my God. I don't know. Like, if that's not some sick, unhealthy, like, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I'm glad that those kids are being bought and given a home and people who will care and support for them, but, you know, just the process of it all, and the fact that they're up for a price and that they have to be bought and shipped out to their owner. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a human being, and for some reason, trafficking. Oh my God, horrible, so bad. This, and that. But when we talk about the process of things, what are we talking about here? When we talk about the foundational of things, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like trafficking, slave auction, foster care system, like, you know, we're looking at, very, situational type differences, but within a human being shown buyers looking at the human, seeing which one they want, getting a few moments with them maybe to see if they really want that human and buying them. Like if I explain that, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't know what you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If I explain some shit like that and don't give the situational shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you have no idea what I'm talking about. You don't know if I'm talking about the slave logic. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then people like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like adoption. Oh yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no idea. I don't know. Foster. They didn't ask to be in foster care. They didn't say, hey, I don't want to be with my parents, let me go into foster care. No, they were abandoned, uncared for, brought into this world even though the parents were not ready. No, they didn't ask for this. Like, it's not their fault they're in foster care because the way this world is constructed, they have nowhere else to go because everything is controlled by money. Telling kids they're lucky to have a home or people to take you in, or saying it's their fault their parents didn't want them, like, huh? Sure, cool to have a home, but abuse isn't cool. Being told I'm worthless isn't cool. They take their stuff, the things that have stayed the same for them this whole time, and make them feel even more lonely. It's like Meet the Robinsons. Goob felt so abandoned, lonely, and not enough because no one picked him. So he blamed blah blah blah. We all know the story, but it messed him up terribly. And the ones who get touched on and told to do unspeakable things is just horrifying. Imagine having a whole new set of rules and new people you have to deal with. And after 18, what they supposed to do? No money, nowhere to go. Foster care systems don't let them know about other options instead of aging out, which most does, because they just sign the paperwork. Ain't nobody out there checking up on them. They out there doing whatever for money because of little what they know. They weighed options, went mental. They weighed options, went mental. They have. I don't know what I mean by that though. But I'm just gonna say they weighed options, went mental. They have all these survival mechanisms and feeling they must be perfect and please everyone else because they've been punished so many times. And this applies to people who are living with their parents too. It's all fucked. Sometimes it's the parents' kids or just the social people that move the kids. Let them stay in contact with the old family. Yeah. That's definitely huge on the, after they 18 or when they turn 18, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as, how I talked about, how you're legally owned by whoever, what I'm saying, whoever signed some fucking papers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, you're not legally owned by them anymore. And you're basically just, you know, can be put out and, within the foster care system, are put out, just within the system or whatever, and gotta figure it out. Gotta do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? And, sure, they can keep them, but within, the different situations, they're not getting paid anymore. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not getting paid anymore, then why am I taking care of you? You know what I'm saying? Those are those people mentals. And like I say, it's just a paycheck to them. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, yeah, and just huge on, like I said, I don't have the, utmost information about, the foster care shit and what, goes on or whatever, but it's like, yeah, it's huge. Like when they, have the sit down of, you're 18 now or whatever, and they aren't explaining their options. They aren't, told this and that, throughout them growing up, they aren't given their options then and, kind of, told what to do and told, where to get a job, how to get a job, how to, save money that you probably want to save money and, what I'm saying, like save money safely and not give it to the foster care parent because just get like, what I'm saying, like I don't know, there's so many variables, but when they're set down and they're just given this paperwork and just age out, what I'm saying, because you're 18 and they just sign it, then it's just like, all right, like good luck, you know what I'm saying, and fucking pat on the back, and what I'm saying, you're out into the world and you're out on your ass, what I'm saying, so-called world, but whatever, what I'm saying, you're out on your ass, what I'm saying, and it's unfair. And I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? That everybody is being seen as if those foster care, people, parents, whatever you want to call them, took care of those, kids, that they, taught them things, that they, gave them options, that they, allowed them to do this and that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they're just, the system is like, oh, we just, it's so many kids, they're not our problem. They aged out now, you know what I'm saying? It's in the paperwork they signed, this and that, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing we can do for them, blah, blah, blah. There aren't these checkups, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know what I'm saying? It has to be, like, it has to be during it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, blah, 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 after, but it has to be during it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the checkups have to be during it. The options have to be during it. Like, you can't, wait until after, you know what I'm saying? Because then especially, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, nobody's checking up on them. See if they doing good. See if they need help. See if this and that. See what they're doing. How they got their option. Like, I don't know. I just don't think like a lot of people take into account, or maybe they do, and maybe it's just because it's their job, so they don't really, you know what I'm saying, or they got these other cases, or you know what I'm saying, like these are humans. These aren't, cases. These aren't numbers. These aren't like they need help. They have trauma built up. They have these type of behavior behavior I don't know, behavioral, like ways of being. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That are already set in within them. You know, and I talk about the, you know, the fucking survival shit. You know, the fucking defense mechanisms. You know, the fucking, you know, having to be perfect and please everybody shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is within them, you know, and they're still on survival mode, and they're still just, you know, so-called doing what they gotta do to not bite the hand that, you know, is feeding them, or to not bite a hand that may feed them, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is huge, you know, like, it's you know, it's so much, you know, it's so much, and, you know, these are such, you know, huge discussions and just huge things to go over, because people are suffering, you know what I'm saying, and people, you know, don't know what to do, and they're stuck in this mindset that they don't want to be stuck in, you know, but aren't given, you know, the type of leeway or anything to fall back on to just breathe for a second and even get a chance to really try to practice to change their mental. You know what I'm saying? Really, you know, just evaluate how they want to do that or whatever, you know? So it's tough. We could literally all run away and be whoever we wanted. Just almost, we could literally all run away and be whoever we wanted. Just almost everywhere we went would need money. That's why money needs to be done with. Should be able to be a whole new person and no one know who you are. I don't know, just going anywhere, being free. Like, that's the, you know, that's what I feel that, you know, that we should be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter where you go, this and that. Be whoever the fuck you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, within doing it in a healthy way, and, you know what I'm saying, not fucking, you know, creating these certain relationships and just dragging them along and just dipping one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, I just, you know, I just see it in my head or whatever. It's just like, how fun life would be, you know, just to be in control like that and be who you want, do what you want. You know, but money, money, money. We, like, take labels away from families. Just call them by their name. Our relationship will set you apart from other people. But I don't need to give you a label that already has stuff with it that makes you think everyone with that label does those things, because it's not true. So fucking huge. You know what I'm saying? I think this should be with everybody in all type of relationships or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We need to just, you know, some of those labels throw in the fucking trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there. Our relationship will set, you know what I'm saying, each other, you apart, you know, from other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to say you're this or call you this or blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Nickname, your name, you know, whatever. But I don't need to throw this label on you that comes with this list, you know, and act like that's it, you know what I'm saying? Because so many people give power to that, and, you know what I'm saying, it would just help, you know what I'm saying, just within, you know, people who are trying to, you know, figure out how to, or, you know, slowly practice the, you know, not just believing words and understanding that, you know, it needs to be action or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, yeah, and our relationship isn't already predetermined because, oh, you know what I'm saying, you birthed me. or you helped within, you know what I'm saying, the birthday, or, you know, you got birthed by the same person, or, you know what I'm saying, like, our relationship isn't already, you know what I'm saying, set by that, you know, and how we should be isn't set by that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a new human being, you're a new human being, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, however, if we fuck with each other, we fuck with each other. If we don't, we don't, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, go from there, you know? But shit, you know what I'm saying? Parents don't need to be, you know, stuck with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you know, like, some of these motherfuckers are, you know, very abusive, you know, bully ass kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, just throw their ass to the curb. You know, there's a way to go about everything. But, motherfucker, like, this isn't just like no, you know, parent abusing the kids. You know what I'm saying? Kids is abusing, you know, parents. You know what I'm saying? And this is a, you know, huge thing. You know what I'm saying? Parent don't always automatically, you know, so-called gotta be this caring, and, you know, and that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? The kid gonna try to bully and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Or if that person gonna try to bully and this, well, I guess, yeah, I'll use kids just to, you know, fucking, I guess, understand this is such in a macro way and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about or whatever. But the kid want to bully and this and that, then that, you know, parent, you know what I'm saying, within the kid trying to bully, you know, reacts, you know, in a healthy way, but it's not on some, you know, like, it's not on some you dealing with it from a parent perspective type shit. You just dealing with it from a you perspective type shit. You know what I'm saying? There's no more this, you know, sure, there's always going to be different parts to you or blah, 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 but you aren't, you know, oh, I'm just being, you know, sensitive or because they're my child, or, you know what I'm saying? How would you address somebody bullying you in the way that they're trying to fucking bully you or are bullying you or this and that? You know, and that's how you fucking address it. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you know, these little motherfuckers, they, you know, don't quite understand, you know what I'm saying, just within certain situations and certain areas, you know, shut the fuck up, stop all that shit you doing, you know what I'm saying, just within, you know, just certain shit, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, within those words that I use, you know, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying, like, that's within relationship shit, and, like, that's just words we use, or, you know, blah, 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 this and that, you know what I'm saying, how it's being said, how they understand we use the words, you know what I'm saying, but it's like, they not quite there. You know what I'm saying? They go into a so-called library just using this as a, you know, okay. They go into a so-called library. They don't know it's a library. And if they're being told it's a library, they don't know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, this and that. They see a building, they see books, they see people. This ain't some random shit. I don't know. They still gonna be them. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, no, we can't be doing that, this and that. You know what I'm saying? We somewhere, they trying to run around, do this and that. You know what I'm saying? Within what we living in, people can snatch your ass and do your ass in. You know, you can't be running around, you know, just stay close. You know, we gonna go to the, you know, the park and you can, you know, run around. It's a little more open, this and that. And that's a, you know, just so many situations, different things, you know what I'm saying? And different parts of, you know, because, you know, when I be thinking, I be like, you know what I'm saying, go to a park. But I'm just like, you know, like that's a place where, you know, that everybody got to understand it type shit. And if one person or a few people try to do whatever, you know what I'm saying, everybody gonna protect because everybody there got their understanding. It's not, oh, each day on bullshit, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking, you know, just as far as, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers is, you know, just us as one type shit or whatever. But it's like, you know, even still, but now within this shit, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, some motherfuckers gonna have your back and gonna try to, you know, protect this and that. But I don't know. I just think this is like, you know, cool discussions. You know what I'm saying? The shit to really think about and how we can go against and break down and really get to where, you know, where shit is healthy for us. Parents have kids for them to be slaves to them. Parents have kids for them to be slaves to them so they can do nothing. They don't clean. Do nothing all day. Expect kids to clean up after them, do whatever they say. Kids can't say nothing back. They beat their kids, and where can we go? Nowhere. Told to push through, save up, and move out. That's your family. They love you. It'll get better. Won't always be like this. Just gotta deal with it. They say I pay for everything. You in my house, so you do what I say. No questions. That's the dumbest fucking logic. Why have me? Go get a fucking robot. Build that bitch. Buy that bitch. Do something. But I'm not a robot. I'm not here to serve you, king and queen, master. If killing was normalized, not many parents would be alive. Not many people would be alive because of the way people are treated. It's crazy. It's crazy people would be nice because they would be scared of someone killing them. It always got to be some type of incentive shit. Sad. Always. Always got to be some type of incentive shit. You know what I'm saying? You so-called fucking with who, but you ain't talked to them in a month, find out they got cancer. Now you trying to spend every day with them. You know what I'm saying? You treat me how you treat me. You know what I'm saying? I show you I just got Buddy up out the way. Now you treat me a little differently. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. Like, treat me how you gonna treat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't matter that we able to fucking chop your fucking head off. Why does that matter? Really? No, like, why does that matter that I'm able to fucking cut your fingers off and shove them up your fucking nose? Why does that matter? Why? Why does it matter? I don't know. I don't want to die. Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is just so, like, ugh. Like, I find that shit so disrespectful how, you know what I'm saying, how they would only fuck with me if I'm dying. That they would finally, you know what I'm saying, treat me with some fucking respect if I was gonna kill their ass. That, you know what I'm saying, like, what is happening, bro? You know what I'm saying? And that, you know, and that's literally, you know what I'm saying, with this kid, that slave, like, you gotta keep going over this shit. Nah, fuck, I do gotta keep going over this shit. Shit gonna keep getting repeated. You know what I'm saying? You fuckers still ain't gonna get it. Some of you niggas just don't seem to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. Hey, nigga, we was, you know what I'm saying, you know, some of y'all are, you know what I'm saying, slaves. You know what I'm saying? Slaves to a higher up. You know what I'm saying? Slaves to the end power, to the who you giving power to. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers not doing nothing. Not a damn thing. Bitch, I don't give a fuck on what you was doing. Just came home from work, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Nigga, you chose this shit. Not me. Like, I don't understand goof ass niggas. Bro, you chose this life. Like, I listen, once again, you know what I'm saying? Y'all create y'all lifestyle within a sense. You know what I'm saying? There's shit that is laid out and you pick this, and that. Like, I don't like lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, shit is tough. We get put in unfortunate situations. Blase, my nigga. But I can tell you what. You either figure your shit out or you figure your shit out, cause I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Having these little kids running around doing shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was back walking, where I said how they tried to make it a joke about the remote being right there and they calling Buddy to come get that hoe. For what, bitch? Get that hoe your damn self. God damn. This toxic mentality, and they always trying to turn shit into jokes. Shit ain't a fucking joke. That's all they trying to do is everything, trying to turn it into a fucking joke. Yeah. Used to get your ass beat. Used to punch you in your fucking chest. Used to call you a little bitch. Used to fucking molest you. Used to fucking rape you. Jokes and jokes and jokes. Ain't nothing funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how sick they fucking are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really expect you to just move past that shit. That shit haunting you to this day. Being haunted by this shit. Traumatized. That shit's so fucking insensitive. Your mental fucked up. You using that as a guide and you don't even want to. You scared, in fear. Always. Cause of some shit they chose to do. Parents love control and power. We ask to go hang out with friends. It comes with all these different things. They say yes, sometimes no. Other times, even though the yes day is no different from the no day, they don't let their kids do nothing. Then say, what's wrong? How come you don't talk to us? We have done nothing wrong. You won't ever catch me understanding why the fuck they like, what am I saying? Power and control. What am I saying? Power and control. Of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all my fucking years back then. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't do shit. Couldn't go nowhere. Power and control and the fear that they put inside themselves. Nigga, it's me. I'm green wherever I go. That's tough. Fuck you mean, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I never forget fucking elementary school. I think that was like the first time, you know what I'm saying, I was going over somebody's house, you know what I'm saying? It was my, you know what I'm saying, my nigga Luis going over there to play some Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Going to the crib, play some Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? They get to ask an address. They get to doing all this bullshit. We gotta speak to the parents, this, and that. You know what I'm saying? You know, my nigga Luis, you know, his mom ain't speak no English. She ain't speak no English, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't talk to the parents, you know, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause fucking Luis, I'm like, just talk to the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can translate, blah, blah, blah. You know, we don't trust no kid, blah, 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 this, and that. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, nigga, I couldn't go because they couldn't talk to the parent. And what you was going to say to the parent? Like, what the fuck was going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you know, like, that shit was just so, like, and for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we was gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just be like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was elementary school and, you know what I'm saying? Like, could have had, you know what I'm saying? Like a great friendship, you know, started then. And, you know, it could have been, like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just so much shit you know what I'm saying, that was taken away, that you know what I'm saying, that I wasn't, you know, able to do, or, you know what I'm saying, this and that, you know, because of them motherfuckers. Like, I don't know, that shit rubbed me the wrong way. Deception, family lie. They tell you they will love and support you. Yeah, as long as you stay a slave to them, obey them, be who they want you to be. Go do your own stuff, stand up for yourself. You're worthless trash. Huge. So fucking huge. So fucking big. You know what I'm saying? This convenience shit. But motherfuckers, it's convenience. Ah, my baby. They inconvenience. They not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? You get to fucking up the vision in their head of who they created you to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's a great note. And that's the reality of shit. That's what is. You know what I'm saying? With some of these motherfuckers, you know, within multiple relationships. Start listening to your fucking kids. They want to talk to you. Tell you about their day. Be with you. Have fun. Get that label shit out of your head. Friends, parents, just fucking be there. Don't not talk to them because you must keep this line of respect. Oh no, they won't listen because I hung out with them, cared for them, supported them. Y'all treated kids like shit and they still hold on because they don't want to hurt you. They try their hardest for y'all, but it does nothing because you'll never understand, not because you can't, but because you won't. I'm sorry, I'm fucking around. Kids feel guilty for just being themselves. Imagine that. Can't do nothing right because all they know is themselves, so they're stuck trying to change into what y'all want. But when they start changing, why are you acting like this can't? Oh, but when they start changing, why are you acting like this? Can't win. Huge. You know what I'm saying? You can't win. It's a great note. Oh, yeah. Like, that's what I be saying, though. Like, I just don't understand. Like, just fuck with your kids. Like, I don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, and like I say, if you don't fuck with us, then say it like it is. You know what I'm saying? But, like, don't try to act like, you know what I'm saying, it gotta be this, and that. This type of relationship, blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, blah. Nah, bruh. It ain't gotta be none of that, bruh. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, be trying to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Be trying to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you get to, you know what I'm saying, falling into this parent shit and what can be said and can't be said and what you can do and can't do, you know, to me, the parent, or like, you don't get your big ugly, like, that's what, like, anybody does that. Like, don't nobody want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna be on that shit all the fucking time. Like, you can't even chill. You know what I'm saying? Cause you like watching what you say and like, and like literally like you not even on no disrespectful shit. You know what I'm saying? You just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, just cooling. You know, cracking jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, so much shit is, you know, controlled, and you know they didn't created these, you know, rules and what you can say and can't say, and like, it's such a shitty environment to be in. You know what I'm saying? And it will never be fun. Imagine if your job said, give me all the money I gave you back. Imagine if your job said, give me all the money I gave you back. Give me everything because you bought it with the money I gave you. Like, shut the fuck up. Shouldn't be taking shit away from people and trying to use that as the reason. Huge. Like, what? Oh, God, nigga. Now, for real, what you gonna do your job come to you say, I'm gonna need that back? I, 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 I spent it on bills. I don't have it. I'm gonna need that shit back. So however you gonna get it back, cause I'm gonna need it back. Like, boy, what the fuck? Like, I don't give a fuck what you bought and paid for, nigga. You gave that hoe to me. That hoe is mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you can't use that hoe. No, you can't. That bitch is mine. You know, like, what? I paid for it. Like, oh, that's what we on? Okay. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's all I used to do. Like, just back in, them old buildings or whatever. That's all I used to do. Just, oh, that's what we on? Okay. Oh, for real? Okay. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I used to, early, I used to, listen, I used to try to check shit. You know what I'm saying? I got my shit beat every time, but I used to try to check shit. You know what I'm saying? But, once I was like, I'm done getting beat, you know what I'm saying, within a certain extent or whatever, I was just like, I'm going to fall back and just, okay, okay. They say, okay, I see what we doing. All right, no, you got it. For sure. For sure. Fallback game in full effect. You got it. I ain't want it. I ain't want it. You got it. You bought it, it's yours. I ain't want it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's yours. That's all I used to do. Like literally just sit back and evaluate his. Okay. Okay. Like, fuck it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like, that's how I was able to see how to take power back. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was able to see how to take advantage of certain situations, where to put myself in a certain situation where I'm able to be at an advantage, or where I'm able to be where I won't be at a disadvantage, but I'm not at an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it can't knock me down. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could really lock in and, do certain shit and, be a certain way, you know what I'm saying? And really, when I would, say shit or whatever, it would just be literally like shit that they like literally gave me, as far as like words or action, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only shit that I would, say, you know what I'm saying? Like, or just, repeat shit, or, not give, my own, just certain thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't go full-fledged about it. Like, I want you to think that I'm still, you know what I'm saying, whatever you, credit in your head I was, or whatever I was giving you back then, I want you to think that's still my mentor. I want you to think I'm still there, and you still, you know what I'm saying, have this power over me and this control and, blah, 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 while I'm, you know what I'm saying, growing, while I'm evaluating, working, changing, growing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm there. Like, I like that, you know what I'm saying? Just as far as, just those type of situations or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people shouldn't evaluate it in that sense or whatever, but it's just like how motherfuckers, try to stereotype shit, or how you say this or do this, you know what I'm saying? They look down on you, or they think you this, and that, you know what I'm saying? I like that type of, shit like that for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Of thinking I'm so-called this less than, or blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you setting yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even done nothing but just be me, and you already doing all this shit in your head and this, and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to do none of that. You already doing the work for me. You know what I'm saying? Cause so when it come down, or time to, do what we got to do, or this, and that, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I got to do in this. Oh, shit, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just there doing me. That's all you did. You done all this, like, yeah. Spouse be united even though one doesn't agree. Stupid. If you don't agree, fucking say something. Don't just sit there and let your kids suffer. Let you suffer. Like, huge. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't want to like, ooh, You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, if you're in fear of saying something, get out of that fucking relationship. Get out of that fucking environment, fucking situation. Like, otherwise, you don't agree with some shit, fucking say something. When you fucking say something, if they fucking verbally, you know what I'm saying, is, you know, throwing all this shit at you or physically, you know, do this, this, and that, then you know what you gotta do. Like, what are we, there's just nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, like what? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if it's some shit, okay, we don't agree with everything. When it's some shit, oh, my children are suffering, oh, I'm suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing to talk about. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, not you like the color black and I like the color blue. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's happening here. You beating my kids and I don't agree with it. Like what? Like, that has to be talked about. Then, you know, I see where we at. I see what we doing. I see where everybody mental at. I see what we allowing and not allowing and blah, 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 because I'm hitting the foul and listen. Understand what I'm telling you? Like, man. Like, you uniting with the spouse and you don't fucking agree. What? Like, I don't know, like that idea of that shit, like, oh, you gotta stand with me. Like, what? Bro, listen, nah, we all gotta figure this shit out together. You know what I'm saying? Not to, oh, you know, you gotta stand by me so, you know, the kid can't side with you and not side with, like, no, bro, we're all gonna agree and disagree on shit. You know what I'm saying? And if your shit is everybody disagree on, then, you know what I'm saying, maybe that needs to be disagreed on and evaluated and fucking worked on, changed, and grown. Like, see, that's where we're not having this, like, ugh. Parents are just like people on socials. Show you what they want. Tell you what they want. The what you want is big because, yes, we all choose what we want to show, communicate, and don't. On socials, most just showing highlights or different on cam than off. You know, shit like that. Parents don't always express how they truly feel. Not this is a parent thing to say or do. You know, some don't really open up, tell you about their past, who they were/are. Like, it's a front basically. Like, there's times for certain shit, you know, you don't always have to be this way or that way. Like, you can mix it up. You know, figure out how you want to approach shit, not just from what everybody else did or does. Like, it's difficult because the way some parents is what they truly want, because they've decided to accept this abusive way of parenting is the way, you know, and kind of goes back to, you got to go love yourself, because that wouldn't be your mindset, you know, like, thou fuck up your foundation and slowly break it down. If you loved yourself, you don't want to hurt somebody, you know, have those thoughts of being abusive and accepting it. I don't know, it's deep because they so far gone, but I mean, it's not an excuse. You can change. Wow. Yeah. You know, like I say, you know what I'm saying, already this pre-thing of, you know, who you gotta be or supposed to be and how you're supposed to deal with situations and, you know, this and that, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, giving yourself this pressure, you know, of being, you know, the example and the role model and this and that, you know what I'm saying, and trying to be things that you feel role models should be, you know, and that's when I go back to saying, you know, you are it, and just being you should be the example. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel that you aren't the example, then evaluate, work, change, grow. You know what I'm saying? The example that you want to show or whatever, evaluate, work, change, grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? You know, don't pretend. You know, don't like what? You know, like why would that be the mindset? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, a lot of parents, you know, feel that way and feel trapped, and, hate parenting, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, who wants to be fake? Who wants to pretend? You know what I'm saying? And like, fuck what people saying if you go out and, you know what I'm saying, you having a good time with your fucking kid and you doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, you allow them to say this or do this or blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? But it's not on no unhealthy shit. It's not on no, this and that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all chilling and have a great, healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? And, there's not this way of parenting or this is allowed and this isn't allowed. Like, do whatever the fuck you want, you know what I'm saying, within a sense, in a healthy sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. Like, don't, give yourself this pressure, you know what I'm saying, to have them disciplined and be this way or do blah, blah, blah. And, fucking, resort to, these abusive ways because they aren't being this way or doing this thing or, like, they're different. They're a different human. They may not do the same things, you know what I'm saying, that other people do. They may not communicate or, whatever, and learn the same things in the way, like, there's so many different things and, so many different ways people receive certain things or, this and that. Like I say, it's tough, but you can't, get all angry and lash out and, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Way back to, it all started with you. Everyone would love to have a parent. Everyone would love to have a parent figure, but we all know what that looks like and sounds like to a certain extent. And just because these people had you doesn't mean they're a parent figure to you. Huge. You know what I'm saying? We all got this, idea of, what a parent figure is or, like, or, what you wish you had or, experienced, during those times or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, I think that's a, huge thing. And I, once again, I don't think, that those people that had you or whatever should be looked to be that parent figure. Like, I can't. Like, and no, it doesn't sound crazy. It isn't, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, this just comes down to human. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is that human? Within having a baby is having a baby, but within all this other shit and how you are and how you treat them and this and that, that's a whole different thing, and that could come from anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be restricted, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't restrict ourselves, and we should, try to give ourselves up, so much to get this, so-called feeling or treatment of what you feel you should be getting from the parent figure, you know what I'm saying? So many are chasing it for, their whole fucking life, you know what I'm saying? And they're looking for the certain qualities in the wrong person, you know what I'm saying? But they're like, no, it has to be them because they're my parent. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not doing this. I'm just gotta be this way. I just, you know what I'm saying? And, they spend so many years trying to do that. So many people feel so less than and not worth it because of that. No, but didn't I tell you not to move my seat? No, I'm not hitting it. No, restriction. Wait, how you? My nigga Eddie and G, no bullshit. I forgot how that go. Stuff. Parents look dumb as fuck, acting like nothing happened and everything was cool and should be grateful for our childhood. Like, the fuck are they talking about? abuse the fuck out of us, then deny it, but we just take it and move past it, even though it's truly fucking us up. That's why we can't continue those relationships. Cannot continue those fucking relationships. Like, nigga, like, listen, like, there's nothing to talk about. Definitely, if they gonna deny this shit, man, you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, within, you know, them accepting it, you know, owning up, apologizing, you know what I'm saying? You want to slowly work with them, see where they at now or this, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? But you gonna deny some shit? You gonna tell me I'm lying? Tell me you ain't got nothing to apologize for, own up to it, this, and that? Man, move around, brother. Move around. There are people who choose violence when they act out. Like, some kids are very violent physically and verbally. You can't beat them back or talk to them back in that way. Have to listen and try to understand why they're doing that and what makes them feel like they want to do that. Have to find a way to show them that, that behavior is not okay. Ignoring could help, because then they'll get tired and find less of a reason to do that, because no more attention is being given to them. I don't know. I think it's easier to figure it out when they're less experienced, instead of showing them that it is okay to act like that because you're doing it right back to them. Huge. I think that's so big. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know, a lot, you know, of, you know, people, you know, definitely less experienced, you know, react to, you know, just, you know, who they're looking at, or, you know, who is, you know, this and that in their life or whatever. You know, they're looking at other people, you know what I'm saying, and you can't go no, and then you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the no if you're doing it? You know, and it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, definitely it can be so stressful, and, you know, it can definitely, you know, get to you, of them just fucking, you know, acting out. And like I say, them getting, you know, physical, or, you know, saying horrible things verbally, but it's like, you know, you try to communicate with them however they communicate or whatever. They don't want to communicate, you know, why they're doing it, or this and that, or they don't want to stop. Okay, then, you you tried, you showed them you tried, you know, in a very healthy way, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you go do you. You know what I'm saying? And then they want to continue doing that shit, they continue doing that shit. Then you come back and you try again. And then they want to, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? In this way, you know what I'm saying? Yes, it still, you know, may, you know, get you in a certain way. You may feel like, you know, damn, I don't want them to, you know, feel this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's could be many feelings, you know what I'm saying? But this is teaching, you know, something very healthy, you know, and really teaching them, you know, how to communicate, you know what I'm saying? And how, you know, showing how you react to, you know, that type of behavior, and how you really feel that that's not healthy and that's not okay. And then, you know, definitely when they do calm down or are ready to communicate, then, you know, within that process of, you know, talking out what you're feeling, you know what I'm saying, you know, yeah, expressing it, you know what I'm saying, like, and, you know, kind of getting to the root of it. And, you know, they only, you know, went on that whole huge thing because, you know, you weren't, you know, you didn't see when they did this, or, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you explain, hey, I was doing something, or, you know, I'm not always going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, and then, you know, that's okay, you know what I'm saying. So next time I say, you know, you know, hey, I'm busy right now, or I don't see it, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. I was just busy, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that, you know, but definitely just communicating is, you know, so healthy and important. There's a reason kids want to run away. There's a reason kids act out. They don't just do that because, oh, they're kids. Most kids try to run away now and then. Yeah, that's a fucking problem. And if we had money and knew what to do and where to go, that would have been the last day y'all saw our ass huge. Yeah. Yeah, everybody would have been gone. And the niggas who run away and are homeless, you know, they gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know, please, you know what I'm saying? Or if this money shit wasn't, boy, like, once again, they making it to a joke, like, you tried to run away, you know, haha, like, nah, bro. Like, that shit is so fucking serious, you know what I'm saying? And show how unhealthy and just, you know, also situations where, you know, you just, you know, the kid just didn't get what they wanted. You know, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know, it definitely depends. And shit is situational, but we can't act like that's the only situation. And we can't act like y'all can't be the problem. And, you know, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is for real. And a lot of motherfuckers, if they had a way out, you know, and knew what to do type shit, motherfuckers would have left y'all goof ass long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And just like fuck off the little kid shit, you know what I'm saying? Just as far as, you know, when you get a little more experience and like you know where to go type shit, like niggas would have been left. You know what I'm saying? Niggas would have been up and dipped and, you know what I'm saying, figured some shit out. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, that shit is really huge. You related to people you don't even know. That's your family, but oh no, they extended family. Now you just another label. Now you just got another label to justify your shit. Huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like for real. You know, that's what a lot of people do, you know, with the labels or, you know, shit they create or whatever, you know, it's to justify their shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's a lot of situations where motherfuckers don't know they extended family, don't even hit them up, don't, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's really a move around situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you know, but when it come down to, you know, now you gotta go do something for them or blah, blah, blah. Then it's like, oh, we family, we this is like, nigga, I ain't heard from you since when? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is on relationships. This shit is, you know, off of our interactions, you know what I'm saying? Not off some fucking label, not off some, you know what I'm saying? Somebody had you that had you and the person that had you was had by somebody who had this other person who had this other person and now y'all so-called connect like like shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, most children need to cut off their so-called parents once you leave. They're toxic, abuse you, cause you trauma you now have to deal with and try to heal from because of them. Yeah, most don't understand. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, parents, you know, they're my parents, they're this and that. You know, I couldn't imagine doing that, but you, like, you know, it's, you know, such this, you know, you know, foreseen thing or whatever, you know, like back in the day, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers just stayed married because, you know, it was a, you know, disgrace or whatever to get divorced or whatever, like, they hated the fucking person they was in a relationship with or whatever, like, and it's like with this, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not this, you know, thing that, you know, you cut off your family within a sense, you cut off your parents within a sense, you know what I'm saying, but this shit is situational. You know what I'm saying? This shit is due to your experience, you know, and you gotta really evaluate what is, you know, and see that, you know, they not healthy for you, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel, you know, around them and, you know, dealing with situations with them and when you communicate with them and, you know, what happens, you know what I'm saying, when you in situation with them, how do they treat you, how do they like, you know what I'm saying, like you feeling the way you do right now and feeling so shitty about situations you're in now and how you're dealing with, reacting with them, blah, 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 and like, you blaming it on whatever, you know what I'm saying, but it's because of, you know, how those so-called parents treated you and what they instilled in you and this and that. Like, y'all not evaluating that shit. Y'all just trying to, oh, you know, that's in the past, this is now, and like, but what is now? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a healthy relationship now, y'all, yeah, like, and it's like I say, if they can't own up to that shit, then it's like, you know, there's nothing to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't act like some shit didn't happen when it's still affecting me to this day. Like no, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, fuck it. We can't act like shit didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I got shit still affecting me to this day from that shit that happened. And then you still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Seeing a smile on your kid's face should light you up, knowing you're doing everything for them, being there for them, stepping back, giving them room, having answers, and if not, going through that journey with them to get them answers. Proud to be their parent. Huge. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like on kids, not for real. Like that's your nigga. You know what I'm saying? You want to see your nigga win. You want to treat your nigga right. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to care and support for your nigga. Like it ain't none of that, you know, crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And to see your nigga smiling, like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. Like especially when you doing, you know, what you can and what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? That's a, you know, a big reflection off of you within the way you feeling. You know what I'm saying? Not within them and what they expressing, just you within the way you feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because you doing what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't, you know, you on that journey and, you know, you doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're on that journey, you able to do what you gotta do, you know, for them and go to links you going for them and this and that, you know, and be able to evaluate the shit like you doing. You know what I'm saying? So to see, you know, that smile on their face, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, hear them say like that's my, you know, parent or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Because you give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you ain't feeling like that about somebody, you know, then it's like what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you want to see them smiling. You want to see them doing what they got to do. You want to see them expressing their emotion. You want to see them being who they want to be. You want to see them doing like, come on, man. Evaluate, work, change, grow. Evaluate, work, change. EWCG, EWCG. Evaluate, work, change. Evaluate, work. Evaluate, oh, I'm saying evaluate. Evaluate, work, change, grow. Oh, shit. Evaluate, work, change, grow. 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 Bye-bye.